Bills have their hands full maybe with the Carolina run game. It is a football Friday. Jeremy and Joe. It's brought to you by Celino Law. Car crash, call Celino. Call the 8s, and by Crosby's Pizza and Subs, Crosby's Hometown Fuel. Game day ready since 1922. This time of the morning on a Football Friday is time for Improving the Game Plan. Brought to you by Blue Star Home Services, your heating and cooling experts, ready to improve your home's comfort. Game plan. Get started at bluestarhs.com.
I know.
And we've got Mr. Howard Simon here.
I know. Pick me.
Yeah, perfect. You go ahead and improve the game plan.
Throw the ball downfield.
Okay. To who?
Yeah, to who?
Anybody wearing a Bills uniform.
Okay.
More than 5 yards downfield. Okay, so the question is who? And
yeah, to who?
I kind of don't have an answer to that part. The one guy who might do it is week to week.
Hey, there's a 4-2 40-time guy coming back onto the team this week. Let's have him run straight.
Who?
Max Harrison.
Oh, right.
We'll just run Max Harrison straight and see if he can just throw it as far as he can.
How we doing, boys?
We're good. We're good. You're here to pick the Bills. I appreciated yesterday, by the way. Happy Football Friday, everybody. Yesterday, was it yesterday? You had a tweet that was very much on brand. I appreciated everything about it.
Was it a blurry picture?
No. What it was you tweeted, I've spent all the 2 years of my life living in New York State, had never been to the Adirondacks, visited friends, went to Lake Placid, really absolutely cool. Beautiful part of our state. And very on brand for you is to discover something literally in your backyard 50 years in life. Like, turns out this place is kind of nice.
You guys heard of this place?
It's beautiful. I mean, you hit some of those areas and you see the mountains and the foliage on the hillsides and the lakes and the sunrises. And
it's very nice.
Who knew it was there?
Right.
When did we get the Adirondacks? Is that a new thing?
Guys, just wait until he discovers the Finger Lakes.
It was a draft day trade. Yeah.
There's something called the Finger Lakes in our state?
Keep driving.
They're even closer. Yeah. Anyway.
I love you too.
Well, good to see you. It's time for you to pick the Bills off of 2 straight losses and a bye week. How's your mental state going into this pick?
You mean into this game, it's not that bad.
Okay.
Into the season, I have some other thoughts.
You got some issues.
Yeah, I do have some. I have some issues because the defense has problems at all 3 of its levels. And the offense, the passing game has become too easy to stop. I mean, it's not scary. What happened? That doesn't mean they can't win games. It doesn't mean they won't make the playoffs. But in terms of, where this team has been and its ability to try and get to a Super Bowl, I mean, how could you project that now with all the problems they have? And that's the other thing, too. I know where's the solution for the passing game, right? We all want to see big plays, explosive plays, throw the ball downfield, let Josh wing it, Where's the solution? It's not on the roster.
No. Well,
so is Brandon Beane going to be able to get somebody? Does he even make a trade for a receiver within the next couple of weeks?
The one thing about the GM and the criticism toward the GM, if these Hairston Hoyt, Ogunjobi pieces, if the defense comes back together and turns out to be a good defense, we could say, all right, well, the receivers, this was the conversation after the draft, I didn't get receivers because it was the defense. If he actually does fix the defense,
well, then it's more of a complementary football team.
Sure. Then, of course, all right, well, not everybody has to agree with the way that they did it, but there'd be a reason to do it. If the defense is still bad and the offense can't do the things it used to be able to do, then all of a sudden it looks like, what are we doing this for?
Well, that's why. But it's hard. I hope you're right. But historically, in recent seasons, the Bills will live and die on what? Their offense, because actually I shouldn't say that. They die in the playoffs because of their defense,
and because
but that's
their
the
offense
whole
has
point.
The ball late in games and doesn't score a touchdown or a field goal.
And apparently he's becoming a little bit more conservative again in his decisions to go for it on whether or not on fourth down.
Atlanta was a bad one.
Yeah, there's a lot. There are a lot of things that are troubling because the offense will drive this football team. If teams are now saying, hey, you know what, we're just going to do everything we can to stop James Cook.
Yeah.
You go ahead and beat us over the top, and if they can't do it, what are we in business for, folks? Like, that doesn't bode well. And I don't know how much you fix in season.
Well, trade deadline's in less than 2 weeks. Let's get to Howard Picks the Bills, a Friday edition, which means you're picking in a couple days again after this Carolina game. So, we'll see. Quick turnaround. But Howard's going to pick the Bills the rest of the season, and we'll see what the division looks like, too.
A tradition unlike any other.
Why are they losing?
I think it's you guys and your negativity. My guess is this show is just crushing these guys at this point, and it probably is weighing on them.
Yeah, right.
Mentally.
That might be right.
It's time for Howard to pick the Bills!
I bet your shows have been fun.
I mean,
Fun.
You're blocking your camera, Howard. People can't see your face.
I did that by design.
Back to pass, has time, fires, and it's complete for a touchdown in the end zone to Dawson Knox.
On WGR Sports Radio 550.
All right. Time to pick the Bills. Bills and Panthers this week. I also got the New York Times playoff machine up, which now that it's up and running, I'm going to put it in my favorites so I don't have to look for it every time. Division odds, all that, because it's not just are they going to make the playoffs, it's where they're going to be. Bills, Panthers.
I'm going to look at this and go and pray that Rico Dowdle doesn't run for 451 yards on Sunday. And I'll also, McDermott's team's unbeaten out of the bye. They've had a couple weeks. He's 8-0 out of the bye.
Haven't lost 3 in a row.
There you go. So I'm going to go with the Bills winning this game on Sunday, and I don't think it'll be a cakewalk, but I'll just say they find a way to beat Carolina.
Win. Bills hosting the Chiefs.
I mean, I had this as a win for so many times. I've recently flipped it to a loss. I'm not going to go 100% all in. Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense is back to unstoppable days, but their passing game looks really good now.
Do you want a stat on their offense?
I really don't, if it's a good stat.
I'm going to give it to you. In 2023,
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
In 2023, they had 3 games where they scored 28 or more. In 2024, they had 4 games where they scored 28 or more.
Yeah.
In 2025, they have 4 games
already
with 28 or more. So they've matched their 28 or more point total last season.
We were talking about it. Look at their wide receiver depth chart from 1 to 5. It's stacked. And you can make an argument that all 5 of those guys are better than the best thing the Bills have at wide receiver, maybe the top 2. Anyway, I'll take the Chiefs, boys.
Chiefs. All right, Howard picks the Chiefs there. Next up for the Bills in their schedule, it'll be the Dolphins.
Ooh, who is starting at quarterback for Miami?
Who's the backup again?
Is Jalen Waddle still there?
Quinn Ewers.
That's
recently.
Right.
It was Zach
switched
Wilson.
it over. That's right.
That is a post-deadline Dolphins team. So how
Jalen
much do
Phillips
they sell?
Maybe traded.
Could be.
Or Chubb. Or Waddle.
Skeleton
Brooks.
squad.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, that's a Bills victory. I don't care. Even if they don't trade anybody, the Bills should beat Miami.
Okay, Bills win. Bills home for the Buccaneers. You know what might be a big key to this game this far out?
What's have a receiver?
What's Bucky Irving's timeline?
That's been a weird one.
He's been in and out.
He is not even really back in. Like, he hasn't practiced, I think I saw, in like 3 weeks.
We all know this game will go right down to the end, right? Doesn't every Tampa game go right down to pretty much to the very end, the final possession?
Yep.
I will give the edge to the Buccaneers for now, and Baker Mayfield, who, despite all the injuries around him on offense, are finding ways to win close games.
I'm looking for the latest on Bucky Irving. He is ruled out this week, as is Chris Godwin.
Yeah, already.
And
So-
Evans is he out for
Evans
the year?
out for most of the year.
Maybe he comes back for the playoffs, but
Yeah, I saw that injury.
All right,
that
you're
was
picking the
tough.
Bucks. Bills at Texans on Thursday Night Football.
You know, I go back and forth on this one. I'm going to give it a loss for a compilation of reasons.
That's tough.
1, I'm not in a good place with the Bills right now. 2, it's a short week and it's a road game. They're hopping on a plane on a Wednesday, so I'll say my wife won't be happy because she's going to the game, but that's the way it goes.
I'm going to freak out if they lose to the Texans. That team. You see, they're the first team in NFL history to have the #1 defense in the league through 7 weeks and have a losing record.
Wow. Defense wins championships, Joe. Bills at Steelers. At Steelers.
I don't care what happens. I mean, the Bills could lose every game up to the Steelers game. I'll still pick them to beat Pittsburgh. I just can't do
love
it.
it. I like it.
I can't pick a Steelers win ever.
Bills at Bengals.
Joe Flacco. Isn't it amazing? I had to pause and think, could they lose to Joe Flacco? I still don't think the Bengals defense would be able to get the better of Josh Allen. I'll take the Bills to win the game.
Bills win. Bills at Patriots. At
So,
this point,
if you have
they
losses,
have 5 losses already. If they lose this game, it's going to be tough to envision them winning the division.
I would like to point out one thing here before I make this pick. Remember, I'm making a pick of a game down the road based on what's happening right now with the two teams and how they're playing.
Right.
I will take New England.
New England.
Sorry.
I think if that happens,
The wild card.
the division's already over.
If they lose
That's
that
their
game,
sixth.
if this is happening, they don't win the division.
I think it's dead going into the Cleveland game.
Yeah, you have that as their 6th loss.
Hey,
New England would have to get to 7.
It's not happening.
They have to get to 7 losses for you to pass. Or, I'm sorry, 6, and you have to... No, no.
I would like to remind people that this doesn't mean this is how the season will play.
You are in a bad place.
I don't know.
Bills at Browns.
There's a lot of traffic on the thruway coming home. I'll take the Bills.
Bills home for the Eagles.
I felt really bad that people would be upset that the Bills had 6 losses. So, actually, you know what? Philadelphia is still a puzzle offensively. Jalen Hurts. I think they don't use Saquon Barkley as much as they should. I don't think they'll trade A.J. Brown by the deadline. I will take the Bills to actually win that game.
Bills win over the Eagles. One thing about Saquon Barkley and the Eagles, the last couple of years, the Eagles have been number 1 in rushing yards before contact. Their line paves the way, and they put Barkley back there, and he ran for nearly 2,000 yards. Where are they this year? Like 20th.
Wow.
They're not blocking
their
up the
offense
run
is
game as well as they have.
off, yeah.
Bills beat the Eagles, and then Bills, Jets. That might be – that's – you know what that game is? Because in this scenario, they are 10-6.
10-6.
They're deciding if they're playing for a seed.
No, I'm not sure they're clinched at 10-6.
And you know what? You might be right.
They might not
I
be.
think they're playing to clinch a playoff.
They're
Okay.
probably. You're 10-6. I bet you're 95% to make the playoffs.
If you win.
You need 8
You'd have
things
to
to
lose
go
and
against
have
you.
2 or 3
Okay.
other things.
But you're not 100% there yet.
They'll
All
beat
right,
the Jets.
Bills win. Make the playoffs.
11-6.
11-6.
That's the
and,
worst record I have you picking yet this year.
And that's not. They don't win the division.
No, I wouldn't.
Because New
think.
England would
That's
have to
not
get to
winning
10-7.
Yeah, because they'll have the tiebreaker.
And just like looking at the Patriots' schedule,
They're not losing 7, I think, if they beat the Bills.
they already have 2 losses, New England, and they would need to lose 5 more of these games.
Atlanta, Cleveland,
Browns,
next couple.
Falcons, Bucks,
Yeah.
Jets, Bengals, Giants, Ravens, Jets, Dolphins. That's 9. They have to lose 5 of those.
That's tough.
You take out the Jets twice and the Dolphins, that's 5 of 6 against the rest.
You know, it's entirely possible I'm getting carried away with how good Drake May looks. You never know.
I said to Joe today,
It's pretty good.
Like it's actually gone too
Yeah,
fast
it
now.
went- that's correct, yes.
There's supposed to be a check yourself game.
Correct.
And maybe that's Cleveland this week or Atlanta next week. But there's supposed to be this guy's great. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Bad day.
Yeah.
Back on track. And maybe that's this week.
Well, Cleveland's defense is good enough
It's
that
good.
he could have a problem against them.
Do you know this year's Falcons have one of the best pass defenses ever in terms of
Yeah.
yards per game?
Yeah, I saw, they were number 1, I think, going into the Bills game.
Yeah. They've given
Right
like
near the
140 yards passing per game.
Did you plug in his record into the playoff machine?
I did.
What does that say their division odds are?
85% to be in a wild card spot
Okay.
with that record.
So probably like 15%.
Yep, that's it.
15% to win the division.
Yep.
You still want me back next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go on social media and see how it's going over.
11-6.
Go Sabres.
It would, by the way, isn't that how it's supposed to go? 11-13, 11-13, 11-13, don't they?
Yeah, that's true. Yes, you'd be in line with the
It's
the
an
rule.
it's an 11
The
year.
11-13 rule.
Oh, is it? I didn't know
They
there
go
was
they
such
go
a-
every other
Every year it's 11 and 13, 11 or 13.
for
every,
like
every
6 years.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
I never picked up on that.
Yep.
So this would be an 11 year.
Well, see, I'm just kind of going with the trend.
You're
then.
fulfilling the prophecy.
Yeah.
Yeah. 13-11, 13-11, 13, and then 10.
Huh.
2019. So they've alternated between 13 and 11 since 2020.
Since Allen got really good.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, if they don't beat Carolina Sunday, I am definitely not coming in next week.
No, because you're going to pick them to miss the playoffs at like 8 and 9.
Yeah. So let's just plan on not doing this if they.
Well,
don't
next
win.
week's the Chiefs, so I mean it's going to be an intense.
that'll
It's going to
be-
be an intense week.
That'll be fun.
It's going to be an intense week.
Yeah, and the Chiefs fans won't be annoying leading up to that game at
Okay.
all.
Just beat the Chiefs, and then we won't be able to take any joy from it because it's the playoffs anyway.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding. If they beat the Chiefs, it will mean
That's
a lot
big.
to me.
That's huge. That's right.
All right. Thank you for coming in.
All right, fellas.
See
Have a good
you,
weekend.
what, like Tuesday, Wednesday?
Tuesday?
See you
Yeah.
Tuesday. He's going to pick the Bills after the Bills and Panthers.
Can't wait.
All right. Chris Brown, 8:30. More of your phone calls. If you're on hold, stick with us. 803-0550, what you're looking for. We'll break down that rumor again, too. Rumor watch about the Saints receivers. A little bit on that. Hopefully some more gets moving on that today.